Hey man, say man, it's your boy DAALIGHT, man. Daylight TV, back at y'all with another video. And on this trip, we're gonna speak on Lil Wayne excluding New Orleans and Louisiana as a whole from the Carter 6 tour. Yeah, he gave the boot. And at the end, I'm gonna give y'all my take on the Carter 6 album. You know what I mean, as well. So first, hit that like and subscribe button, smash that notification bell if you're mobbing with the content. Daylight TV. Let's get it. So, Lil Wayne skipped New Orleans on his 34-day The Carter 6 tour. In fact, while he is currently touring in support of his new album, The Carter 6, Louisiana is notably absent from the schedule. So yeah, he ain't got no New Orleans stop, no Baton Rouge, no nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? No Shreveport. You know what I mean? Uh Maybe 50 and get that nigga back in. I don't know. But anyway, the decision has been attributed to his Super Bowl snub where he was passed over for the halftime show in favor of Kendrick Lamar, amidst all the Not Like Us craze, against Drake and all that. All right. So y'all all know that Lil Wayne has expressed disappointment and even hurt, over not being chosen to perform at the Super Bowl in his hometown.
First of all, I want to say forgive me for the delay. I had to get strength enough to do this without breaking. I must say thank you. I must say thank you to every voice, every opinion, all the care, all the love, and the support out there. Your words turned into arms and it held me up. That hurt a lot. You know what I'm talking about? It hurt a whole lot. I blame myself for not being mentally prepared for a letdown. I thought there was nothing better than that spot, and that stage, and that platform in my city. It made me feel like shit not getting this opportunity. But my God, have you all helped me. Thanks to all my peers, my friends, my family.
Even at the Louisiana Fest, which was the reunion in New Orleans with the Hot Boys and all of that, right?
I did the same when I moved to Miami, and I was wishing my team make it, and guess who made it that year? The motherfucking Saints. I was able to give my mama that suite. She was able to bring my family and other people from New Orleans, and they had a fucking ball. That moment I said to myself, I want to be on stage for the Super Bowl one day in front of my mom. And I worked my ass off to get that fucking position, and it was ripped away from me. But this motherfucking moment right here, they can't take that, man. They can't take that
from me. Despite, this, he still did perform at the New Orleans Jazz Fest in April. And I believe the Louisiana Fest was somewhere like November, I want to say. I forget. But the Louisiana snub, comes after Wayne had received the key to the city of New Orleans during the Louisiana Fest that we were just talking about, which was hosted at the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. New Orleans Mayor LaToya Cantrell, y'all remember, presented Wayne with the key to the city, recognizing his career achievements and cultural contributions and, community involvement. So the event also included, that was the event that also included the Hot Boys reunion. And if y'all remember, Mayor Cantrell brought Master P out, who is the entertainment ambassador for New Orleans, to present Wayne with the first square on the NOLA Walk of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Um, so, you know, and it was even like a little thing with that, like, you know, because a lot of people were saying that, you know, given the history or whatever, the competitive history, how, you know, and they kind of keep it pretty civil, him and Master P. But, you know, the friction between No Limit and Cash Money, people were saying that she shouldn't have had, you know, P come out there and do that, you know, on that stage while they was having such a moment. You know what I'm saying? And attributed it to her not actually being a New Orleans native. And I thought she was actually from out there, but whatever. Man, I know the boot is probably taking that shit hard, like, especially since a lot of the people didn't even want Kendrick's ass there in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So if the Super Bowl snub is the real reason behind Wayne not pulling up to NOLA no more, like, or, you know, on none of these dates at least, it's going to be a bit of a storm on social media and beyond. And we all know how them damn storms in the bayou do. Category 5, Playboy. You know what I'm saying? Like, or maybe in this case with the Carter, category 6. But shit, unless you're going to see or hear Hot Boy Wayne or Mixtape Weezy, man, you might as well keep your money and stay home, because in my opinion, the Carter 6 is trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I hate to say that shit because I actually, you know, rock with Wayne or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I actually played it twice. And one time I was listening to it with the Brumby Gig, you know, out the Bay Area. Shout out Oakland. And you know, we both, you know, was saying that we rock with Wayne, you know what I mean? We both lyricists and all that. And bro, we struggled to find something nice to say about this project. You know what I'm saying? And that was like a couple of days ago. And I still got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, someone tried to tell me that track 19, which was the last song on the album, was dope. And I agree with them. You know, track 19 was dope because it was the last song on the album. And you knew that after that, you wasn't going to have to listen to that bullshit anymore. You know, as a Wayne fan, I was just really disappointed, bro. Like, you know, I blame the drugs. Definitely got to be the drugs, bro. Or maybe he just ran out of shit to say. You know, at some point on the album, bro, there was a track that had a sample, elephant sample in it. You know what I'm saying? Not Elephant Man, the dance hall legend. Nah, like an elephant. You know, like Dumbo. Except wasn't nothing fly about this shit. You know, I really walked away feeling like, damn, that was a hard listen. And like, I wanted to be reimbursed for the split that I wasted listening to that shit. You know, but you know, there was no way that I could have gotten through that shit without stimulant, which makes me believe that all the people who were ranting and raving about this album being another classic under Wayne's belt, y'all probably on the same drugs he on. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, man, that's really all I got. Just a quick spill on this whole Wayne situation, because I've been seeing a lot of people comment back and forth. You know, it's been a discussion on Clubhouse and so on and so forth. So that not only or whatever is it crazy because it's the tour for the Carter 6, but it's also marked the 20th anniversary of the Carter series. So, you know, it's that's pretty big, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be skipping the hometown. Now, a lot of people are saying that you know, he did perform twice in New Orleans, like big events last year. So, you know, maybe he's not trying to oversaturate it, but I mean, damn, the Jazz Fest was over a year ago. And I mean, No shit. Louisiana Fest was at least 6 months ago. So what do we? You know what I mean? You know, New Orleans want to see Wayne or whatever and shit, especially if he dropping a new album. But then again, the new album or whatever is trash. So he might have done New Orleans a service. Maybe he'll save some face with them. You know what I mean? I think the biggest problem with this whole Carter thing is, well, I mean, the shit is trash, no matter what he would have called it. But I think what happens is, what really stands out is, because you're calling it the Carter 6, because it's a part of that series, I feel like people are always going to weigh it against the Carter 1, 2, and 3. I mean, you could say all the way up to the Carter 5, it was pretty decent, but that first 3, you know what I'm saying, was the ones, you know what I mean? Because the Carter 1 was really like, that was the joint that had Go DJ on it. And I know me, I was damn sure looking like, yo, what Wayne is this? Like, where did this nigga come from? He always had some shit, but well, that boy was going off. You know what I mean? And it was some real hip hop shit, because it was like the rapper kind of like saluting the DJ while still popping his shit. Like, you know what I mean? So it had that effect to it. Yeah, I think or whatever that's why certain people, like, they kind of keep shit at a trilogy, you know, because you don't want to, like, you don't want to hurt the legacy, like, the brand and all that. Some people keep that shit going. Like, you got niggas like Millies or whatever. I think he on Blanco 7. I'm about to do Drug 3. You get what I'm saying? So, will there be a Drug 4? Planning on it. You know what I mean? Now, will I go like 5, 6 or whatever? I might go up to 5, like, just the whole, content of it. But, even 7 is a number of completion. It's a lot of like things that you can play. 8th Wonders of the World, 9th Wonder, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of little things or whatever you could think. A perfect 10. So, it's just that I think that when you have a series that's super strong and that kind of becomes legendary, you have to be very careful about, how you go into that project and how you approach it, because you have what you call brand expectation. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, like I said, that's all I got on this. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Are y'all rocking with the Carter 6? You know what I mean? If you're from New Orleans or Louisiana or whatever, do you care that Wayne is skipping over the joint? You know what I'm saying? Do you blame the Super Bowl situation? It's just all a question, because if they're gonna say that that Wayne is if they're gonna say that well, Wayne already performed at the Jazz Fest, the Louisiana Fest, and if he would have did the Super Bowl, that would have been straight down the line. So, it's like, what he has still said, like, well, that was too many times performing in New Orleans in like the last year, and I'm gonna skip it for the tour, or is the Super Bowl the real reason? You know what I'm saying? Like, because all of the Jazz Fest and Louisiana Fest happened before the Super Bowl, like relatively, a distance from the Super Bowl. So maybe he was holding out, like, man, they might give it to me. They might, double back, or maybe something might happen, but clearly it didn't. But yeah, man, like I said, let me know what y'all think in the comments, and hit that like and subscribe button, smash that notification bell if you're really mobbing with the content. Really helps us grow the channel. And as always, man, stay dangerous so you can be safe. It's your boy DAALIGHT, DAALIGHT TV. I'm out.